Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your April Soul Session. I am Marlo if you're new, and if you're family, welcome back, my friend. I'm just going to apologize in advance, Virgo, because my nails are looking a hot ass mess. So, just love me anyway. So let's see what we're looking at for you guys for the month of April. Okay, interesting. First card out, if my autofocus, there we go, is anger. It says strong emotion of displeasure, hostility, or irritation, boiling point, rage, seethe, ill temper. Wow. So it seems like coming into the month of April, my wonderful Virgos, you guys kind of have a little bit of a yoke around your neck in reference to anger. This could be manifesting as, kind of flash outs, triggers. It could be a lot of weight that's on you guys' shoulders, a lot of things you guys may be concerned about in reference to just regular life, finances, things of the sort, and just kind of feeling almost as if you have somewhat of a hairpin trigger. Next card that we have is Jug, and it says lighthearted, carefree time, which I think is a great way to combat any feelings of anger or unrest you guys may be feeling. Then we have Rat, someone working against you behind your back, sweet mother. Next card we have is Dog, and it says getting together with friends. Then we have Bull, and it says do not back down from opposition, show strength and fortitude. So what I feel for you guys in the month of April, Virgo, I feel like your friends are going to be almost like a saving grace, if you will. I don't necessarily feel someone working against you as anyone who's in your inner circle. You know what I mean? But I feel it's more or less, it feels like, and I mean, this could literally be if you have kiddos, because this is literally the energy signature that has popped up to me just now, is almost the equivalent of, think about if you have like an Amazon account or something, right? And your kids are on your Amazon account, it's like them getting a whole bunch of subscriptions. Or if you have like an Apple family account or something, it's like your kid getting a bunch of subscriptions that you don't know about or something along those lines, to where it's money that you're holding on to. And I'm saying this hypothetically, it's money that you're holding on to. However, it's kind of like you look at your account and it's like, whoa, where did all the money go? Right. And it's not knowing that like little bitty, you have like, little humans that are ordering different things, and that's kind of draining at your bank account. That's more or less like how I feel it. But I feel there could be a sense of anger towards, I mean, like I said, with this hypothetical analogy we have going on here, it could be an anger that you guys feel towards something like that, where you have an idea, or even if it's a spouse or a partner, roommate, anything along those lines, where it's something that you're doing, like you have an end goal, and to find out that there's someone behind the scenes kind of circumventing it. I don't necessarily feel it in the sense of like malicious intention and someone having it out for you. It's more or less a person who's not really thinking about the bigger picture, or not knowing about what it is that your end goal is, or what it is that you have that's going on. And it's like them just kind of, oh, I really want to watch this particular series, so let me just go ahead and click subscribe type of deal. But I feel you guys kind of staying lighthearted and combating that energy by, counterbalancing it with hanging out with your friends or doing something that you enjoy will be extremely helpful. But I feel at the same time, what's also being asked of you guys is to make sure you set those boundaries. So like cut your kids off of the family account, or make it to where, and I'm saying this hypothetically, cut them off of the account to where it's not a possibility for them to have access to something that is messing up with your finances. And I think it's interesting. I'm leaning so much towards finance, because even when I tune into this dude, it feels a lot like Virgo, like where this anger feeling would be coming from. It feels like a betrayal, because it just feels kind of like the rug getting pulled from under you. Because I feel whatever it is we're talking about, you were so sure that you had all of your ducks in a row. And it's kind of like, and I don't know why I'm still talking about money. It's kind of like you were working overtime and you've never checked your bank account because you're like, okay, all this money is stacking up. And one day you go look at it and you're expecting to see this huge balance and it's not what you thought it was. And it's like, what's going on here? So it's like that rage comes from like this betrayal feeling of, or like a violation would be a better word for it. Now, the first card out we have for you guys is the Three of Cups. So that is a celebration. Then we have the Two of Pentacles, weighing your options. Then we have the 10 of Cups in the reverse, is very well could have something to do with family because it's disappointment. So that's kind of like the vibe I'm feeling, dude. It's like, it's almost like coming into this month, I feel that there's almost like some type of, what is that noise? I feel like there's almost some type of marker you guys had coming into the month of April where you were expecting within that first week to have this like celebratory kind of thing. And now it's like you're kind of in a place where you have to completely rethink everything it is that you thought. So it's like, if we were to think about the last week of March, and if we were to stick with this whole analogy of, you know, you guys working overtime, not checking your bank account, it's like you making a promise to yourself almost like 1st of April, that's going to be the day that I check my account. So you're coming into the month excited because you know you're going to be able to get that feeling of like, yes, I did it. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't quite pan out that way. You know what I mean? But I do see like with this 10 of Cups, this very well could have something to do with, you know, people who are close to you, like whether it's a romantic partner, it's kids, it's a roommate, like someone who's really close. And I feel that's where this disappointment, you know, kind of comes in so many words. The next card that you guys have is the Four of Swords. So it's almost like a need to take a step back. And this is interesting that I want to clarify this, but it's almost like a need to take a step back and do some soul healing. So I feel whoever this is that disappointed you guys, or was kind of like feeding your demise without your knowledge, it's you guys not even like wanting to speak to whoever this is, whether this is, like I said, kids, romantic partner, what have you. Let me clarify the Three of Cups, please. What is this Three of Cups about? Well, all right. Let's see, with this Three of Cups, we have, wow, we have the first chakra in the reverse and Archangel Michael. So yeah, dude, this has something to do with your stability and your security. So kind of like how I was picking that whole thing up with finances and stuff. This has something to do with your home space. And I very much feel like bills. Like this is something that's very intricately related to your survival. And I literally like, because the first thing I thought about looking at that is I'm like, does this have something to do like with health? But I don't really know how another person could sabotage your health like that. But the only other thing I would think that would relate to is a lot like I was saying, it's like it's money. It's like something that's very much related to your security and stability. And well, I mean, the only other way I could see that is kind of like if another person had something that comes up, like say if you were trying to save money for a particular thing, and it's another person in your inner circle that had some type of unexpected expense happen, and it's like you feel like you can't not help them. But whatever the case, I feel coming into April, you guys were seeing it as a celebratory month, but it suddenly became something where it's like now you're concerned. It's like where this was supposed to be celebrating security and stability, now suddenly there's a level of instability here. Now, clarifying the Two of Pentacles, we have the sixth chakra, which means that there's a need for you guys to kind of regain balance in this situation. And I know that this is probably not going to be something that you guys would want to hear. I am a fellow earth sign. I would not be happy if this was the advice I was told either, especially as a Taurus. But it feels almost as if there's a need in order for you guys to know what to do to move forward, like what would be the best solution. It's needing to tap into your intuition, like speak to your guides, like speak to your angels, whatever it is that you believe in, talk to Jesus. You know what I'm saying? but I feel the solution to your problem is going to come through intuitive means, if you will, because I feel if you guys are kind of looking in 3D of what's going on around you, that's really where this anger and this frustration can come from, because it's like it feels like there's no way out. So I completely understand it, Virgo. It's like you guys are looking forward to the month of April for whatever reason. And it's like within the first couple of days of April, everything just completely turned upside down, and not in a way that you ever expected. And I feel that frustration and that anger is more or less towards whoever this person is that's in your inner circle, because I feel you guys with this rat card feel like this person was working against you. But what I'm seeing is it's not necessarily that this person had malicious intent. That's why I like this whole analogy my guides gave me with the kiddos. It's like, it's not your kids being like, let me screw over mom or dad, right? It's like they didn't have malicious intentions. It's like they were just doing, it's just like, I want to watch this show, so I'm going to get these subscriptions, and not really thinking about how it would like affect you. So I feel that, you know, you're right in the fact that you feel angry. You have every right to. But again, going back to that bull card, I feel that more or less why this happened the way that it did is for spirit to kind of show you guys a blind spot of like the fact that, you know, you've been telling your hypothetical children, like, you know, don't y'all be buying the movies. Don't y'all get no subscriptions. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're telling them not to do this, and you're just having trust that they're actually listening. But it's like this ended up coming up so that you saw that there's something that was siphoning like money from you in so many ways. Now, clarifying the 10 of Cups, we have indecision. So that's the same vibrational energy as this 2 of Pentacles. It's like you don't know how to move forward at this point. It's like because whatever this is we're talking about didn't pan out the way that you guys desired it to, you're kind of feeling like you're at a crossroads and you don't really know how to move forward from here. So I feel with this 4 of Swords, that's a good place for you guys to be in, because there's a need for you to take a step back, which is kind of like a woosah moment, so you don't flash out, right? But I also want to encourage you guys to not get into like a negative headspace, if that's making sense. Because I feel it's very easy to, you know, blame your roommate, blame your partner, blame your friend, blame your kids, whatever the case. It's really easy to get into that and to get completely consumed by it. And I feel that would kind of bring you guys up on another octave that isn't really going to solve what the issue is here. It's just going to kind of sully things up and make it worse. So I feel what's important, if you guys feel yourself being triggered or like you want to kind of rage out, you know what I mean? You want to be like a Taurus, the bull in a china shop. I think it's imperative that you guys take a step back to get clarity. So looking at this 4 of Swords in this 6th chakra card, in this indecision with this 2 of Pentacles, I feel in order for you guys to get clarity on how to move forward, there's a need to kind of remove yourself from the situation and really tune into spirit of like, what do I need to do here? Now, what you guys have, oh, look at that. Clarifying this 4 of Swords, you guys have Healer of the Ages. So that's pretty much saying, Virgo, that you guys have the solution to this within you. You know what I mean? So, and it's a very spiritual card. I look at this as like the Jesus card in this deck. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty much like your guides, you know, your higher power, ascended masters, whatever it is that you believe in specifically, that's helping up for the 6th chakra card that's saying, the solution to this exists, but it's you guys more or less attuning to it in a less than stellar way. And like I said, as an earth sign, I get it, man. That's not necessarily what you want to hear. It's like, give me a tangible solution to this. But I feel, wow. Yeah. We have the Tower card that is Scorpio energy. What is going on with my autofocus? There we go. That's Scorpio energy. Yeah, I feel something has to change here, Virgo. Even if this doesn't involve other people, and this is something as simple, because this really feels like finances to me. Even if this is a mismanagement of your own finances, and this anger that you guys have is an anger with yourself. It's like the whole reason why, yeah, dude. We have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. So that's speaking to that disappointment I was speaking about. It's like you guys had your mind set on something panning out a specific way in the month of April. and it did not end up turning out the way that you hoped. And the next card that we have is the Death in the reverse, which is also a Scorpio energy with this Tower. So this could involve a Scorpio person. Maybe your child is a Scorpio, or this could be a friend or a partner that's a Scorpio. But literally, just like I was saying a few minutes ago, Virgo, the whole reason why this panned out is because there's some sense of like a blind faith I feel Virgos have. And it's like not a healthy blind faith. It's, if I were to go back to the example of like, you know, you working really hard and you're telling yourself that you're saving money, but you're just swiping your debit card and just hoping that at the end of the month, stuff is going to work out in your favor. This is kind of one of those things that shows it in your face of like, hey, this is the reason why you really need to be checking your bank account every day. Because, you know, the $7 you're spending at Starbucks every day, that's adding up by the end of the month. You know what I mean? You ordering, you know, food every night, like that's adding up by the end of the month, you know? So I feel this is almost kind of like a wake up call month in so many words, to reveal to you something that you've been walking in blind faith with, but it's not in a healthy way, because I feel like it's hurting you. So it's kind of like thinking, oh, I haven't checked my account. I really haven't been spending that much, and I've been working overtime. So when I get into April, my money's going to be good. But this is like you checking your account that first week of April and seeing that the money is not what you thought it was going to be. And my guides are even telling me with this 10 of cups in the reverse, this could be something like a trip, like, or a concert or something that you wanted to go to, right? And you just knew by kind of following the same format you've always followed with your finances, you know, and kind of just walking blind with it. It's like, oh, you know, when I got to go buy these tickets, the money will be there. But it's like you check it, it's not there. Right. And now it's like, oh my gosh, what do I do? But I feel the whole reason why this is happening this way is to break you guys out of this habit. So I do feel a lot with this anger, dude. The anger could be a lot with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, how did I do this again? Like, why am I doing this? Because it feels kind of like a self-sabotatory kind of vibe here. But I don't feel, you know, going through the process, you guys didn't see it that way. But all of this is telling me that you guys have the solution within yourself, but there's a need to take a step back, not let the anger consume you, see where it is that the issue is, and kind of plug the hole. So if it's kids that have access to a family account, it's shutting that down and putting parental controls on it. If it's a roommate who you let use, you know, your Amazon Prime account and they're ordering a whole bunch of stuff, it's shutting that down. If it's you who's just swiping, it's realizing, okay, my money is low because I've just been swiping, going in Walmart, buying all kinds of odds and ends, and you're shutting that down. You know what I mean? Because this is the thing I really feel that needs to change. So any level of disappointment or anything this month that you guys feel that you're missing out on, if you can't go on the trip, you can't go to the concert, it's like the purpose of the month of April is to get you guys clear on the why. There's a lack thereof of security and stability. And I feel the why has something to do with something you're either overlooking or something that you're doing. So it's a wake up call to not continue existing in this blind faith type of situation, you know? And to actually put a handle on this or plug this particular hole. So a lot like what I've been seeing for all other signs this month, it's like, and that's why I say this is funny. This is like the Jesus card to me. It's like the message for every sign prior to you guys has been like, you are your own savior. Like you possess the power to deliver yourself out of any situation that you're in, right? It's all as simple as making a choice. So it's needing to be clear on what it is that we're doing that's holding us back and us choosing to do things differently. So I hope that this helps, Virgo. I'm going over to my network, Patreon, Vimeo, all the places, YouTube, everywhere that I'm at, to do you guys extended to give you some additional information and reference to this. So if you're about that life, follow me on over there. But if not, I still love your face. And I'll see you guys sooner than later, my friends.